Well, the most successful investment strategy in the past dozen years has been hashtag buy the dip. Now, those that did so last March and April, of course, made a fortune. It really crushed the performance of the broad market, even beat like 99% of professional investors. It's been so wildly popular, investors keep going back to the well over and over again. In fact, buying the dip so far just keeps getting rewarded. So it's not that simple, though, right? It sounds simple, right? But buying on down days, in part because nobody else is buying. Not everyone has the kind of cash you can just buy every little down dip. And obviously also being able to buy those dips requires a certain amount of nerve. So I want to bring in Mahoney Asset Management CEO Ken Mahoney. And Ken, last April, you wanted folks to buy the dip. You said then, though, to go for singles because of the extreme volatility. In September, you were even stronger, sort of pounding the table saying, hey, buy the NASDAQ 100, the Qs on pullbacks. So you've been right. You made people a lot of money with these things. What guides you on buying these dips? What are the rules for buying the dip?
First, you need strong fundamentals. Again, if you bought the dip 2008, 2009, Charles, that was a very difficult environment. You had a lot of losses accruing. So you really have to have the fundamentals. Again, last fall, we started seeing, hey, we're getting out of this pickle. Again, people were concerned about a meltdown. I was saying, hey, we may have a melt up. We get some type of vaccination, we're off to the races. And of course, that's what happened. But seriously, it was the fundamentals at that time that I said, again, that's a dip that's buyable. So you really have to go back to that. And there was an air pocket between at that time where the price of the market is and where the potential of the market could be.
I got a lot of people who want to beat the market on a daily basis. We know it's nuts, but there are folks who want to be in those hot momentum stocks. And, the reason I bring it up, there's a $16 billion fund. It's the Momentum Quant Fund. They got to rebalance 68% of the fund because of all the action is shifting around. I mean, how do you decide, what momentum names to go with and how often should you be rebalancing?
Yeah, so we like to stay in the left lane towards growth. And these, again, momentum funds and so forth, just think, about 3 weeks ago, momentum was in beverage companies. So, you got to pick a lane. You can't keep bouncing around. This market's so choppy. It's so choppy. Leadership comes in one day, goes out the other day. So, that strategy is not going to work. I'll tell you the truth. I'd rather just pick one lane, stay with it, even though you have some volatility. But bouncing from one to the other is not going to work.
I got 5 seconds. NVIDIA after the close, buy, sell, or hold.
Okay, to take a little bit off the table right now. We could have sell the news. We've seen that before, though. Tech, great stock, but ran up quite a bit. We could get a little sell the news action.
I agree with you. If you're in it, hold it. If you're not, maybe you could get a good entry point in a week. Ken, you're the best, my man. All right, let's claim.